What's up, guys? StudFit here, joined by some of my very, very good friends, Antilev, who you know from the Rundown and other community events, as well as also Sammy D and Carlos. Thank you for joining us.
Yo. Thanks for having us.
Hey, guys. The fan was here.
You probably already know them, but if you don't, be definitely on the lookout to follow them at Carlos85 as well as Kart Life. Sammy D is representing Kart Life, and we are doing the first annual Mario Kart Tour award ceremony. This one, obviously, for 2021. This is a fun way for us to be able to look back on the last year and reminisce on the fun times we had. I thought, what better way than to share with some of my favorite content creators. There's so many content creators, I couldn't have everybody on here, so I apologize. But we were able to get a number of nominations from everyone you see here on the list. So shout out to Frenzy Fans, Tabor, Shy Guy Kart, Kevin Garrett, and of course the Stud Fam, the members of my Discord community, and everyone who supports this channel. We were able to narrow down the nominations. Now, my idea was, just like in any award ceremony, is maybe have 4 or 5 nominations. Well, once we started getting all the nominations, I said, screw it. Let's let 8, 9, 10 nominations get in. So there were some that were left off the list, but hopefully the nominations were able to get kind of that feel for like the Oscars. We were talking about before we started recording, what are we going to call these? We're just going to call them the studies. And it's going to be just a fun awards ceremony. Hopefully we could do this in future years as well. But the way this will roll out, I just want to thank everyone for who went on to SurveyMonkey and filled out the surveys. We had 730 people answer those surveys, and we collected information about the community and what they think. So we said, basically, screw the data, screw all the lists and algorithms. Let's just hear from the community. Let's hear what they believe are some of the best items from this past year. So we're going to have some fun trying to guess what the community feels like are the best items, as well as also look at the data and see if we were surprised or whatnot throughout that process. So, without further ado, the first category, Best Lucky 7 Driver of 2021. The nominations were Mario Kart, Peach Happy, Luigi Painter, Daisy Holiday Cheer, Nabbit, Lakitu Party Time, Mario Halloween, Chef Mario or Mario Chef, Luigi Classic, and Pauline. So, gentlemen, this will be the first time to get your feedback. What do you think about this list? I guess, do you think it's a pretty clear-cut answer? Do you feel like you know what the community is going to pick?
I would just start out to say, I'm an Oscar nerd. I love awards shows. You put a big survey out to a bunch of people, and you never really know what's going to happen, no matter what the numbers say or whatever. So we have all the data, right? We have the data on the best Lucky 7 drivers and all the meta, but people have all their favorite characters, all their favorite drivers, and a lot of these have had major fan bases, from Nabbit to Holidaisy to Peach Happy, my personal favorite. Carlos, I know you love Settle, but gosh, I have no idea. This could go either way, because Nabbit really had a moment there in the first half of the year, but any of these others could have taken it as well. It's not going to be Lakitu though.
So,
what do you think, Carlos?
Yeah, I think so. I have chosen Mario Spades. I don't call him Tel my other gamble was Luigi Painter, which I just double capped because of the Frost Tour this year. Nabbit, yeah, he was a winner of the first half of the year, but second half be more the loser. It will be a tough race probably. Also, Peach Happy might have a lot of fans.
Antilev,
what do you think, man?
I love you. Recency bias.
Yeah, recency bias is a thing. That's right.
It is, and so I will add a disclaimer. We released the survey, and about 50% or so, maybe closer to 60, answered the question the day before the this last tour that we had, the Penguin Tour. So, there are some answers that we have. I know it's like a good example would be Meowser is revealed right now. We have access to him, but he is not included in the survey. We actually are considering him a 2022 item. This is a 2-week tour over 14 days, 3 of which are in 2021, 11 in 2022. So we're considering that being the case. But there are some answers that could have changed between now and then. So I just want to make sure that everyone knows that about 50 to 60% of the answers, of those 730 answers, were about 2 weeks ago. So that's kind of just think about that in the back of your mind. That might help you in understanding what the community was thinking at the time. But yes, there are some recency bias. But without further ado, I have an envelope here with the winner.
Okay.
And the winner is...
Go.
To open it up. Luigi Painter!
Oh!
Wow.
Oh my God. Okay.
I love him, but that's a huge surprise.
Now, it was a very, very close race.
Underdog. Oh, Nabbit right behind.
Nabbit!
Ooh, okay.
See, because that pipe was one of the biggest moments of the year, right?
Well, you remember, Sammy, you had a lot of run-ins with Nabbit, didn't you?
650 rubies. 650 rubies.
Why didn't you just buy the packs? 5,000 afterwards.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, Luigi Painter, that's cool to see. I think that's like the underdog status because he has like his own little cult following. I love the design too. I'm an artist, so I love it.
Yeah, so Nabbit was close, but look, it was basically kind of a 3, 4-way, 5-way tie. Obviously, Lakitu Party Time, you're right, he was nowhere close, but you see those 5 there, Saddle of You, Happy, Painter, Cheer, and Nabbit. Surprise Cheer, obviously, beats out Saddle of You. That's kind of odd there. Any other takeaways, any other surprises?
I Holiday Cheer, like, she's had this surge the last couple of months, so I might expect her to do really well in the other category of comeback driver. So we'll see how that goes in a little bit.
We will see how that goes. Category number 2, Best Female Driver of 2021. We have Peach Happy, Peach Wedding, Cat Peach, and Peach Explorer, along with Pinkle Peach. So a lot of peaches, obviously, as you can see. Daisy Swimwear, Fire Rosalina, Pauline Rose, Blackbirdo, which we think is a female, and Builder Toadette. So I will say there are a lot of female drivers in the game. As I got as we asked for nominations, we got some said 1, some gave me 2 or 3 answers. We tried to collect them all. I think I might have only taken maybe 1 off the list. I know you asked on your stream as you were answering your questions, Carlos. You were kind of upset about a driver not being on the list. What was that?
Swimwear Rosalina.
I think you brought up Rosalina Swimwear, which I think is a fair answer. It was not a nomination.
I didn't even know that we have Daisy Swimwear.
We do have there is Daisy Swimwear, but no Rosalina Swimwear, and that was just based on the nominations. And so from that perspective, that didn't make the list. Now, I will say most of this list, from this answer and going forward, are mostly about items that were released in 2021 or items that kind of peaked in 2021. But, we see Pinkle Peach on this list, and, she certainly peaked in 2020. So, from that perspective, just know that the nominations came from the wonderful people that we had on this list at the very beginning. But was there anyone else that we forgot off this list? Is there anyone that deserves to be on this list?
That's good. These are all queens, and I think the winner of this will determine the vibe of the rest of the awards. For example, Blackbirdo wins. I mean, meta-wise, she's been kind of on the top in terms of use in ranked and stuff like that. So if the voters go with like ranked use and the meta, Blackbirdo could upset this whole thing. Otherwise, it could go to any of these other queens because they're all freaking amazing. Cat Peach was a meme unto her itself with the whole Carlos and Puff Ton thing, which was a fun thing in the community, But and then Daisy Swimwear getting the love from the Triple Banana fix.
That fix was.
I also think the list is quite complete. Besides Cat Daisy, probably, but yeah, it looks very fine.
Cat Daisy, yeah. All right, Antilev, you want to say anything before we get to our winner?
I think the nominations might have looked a little bit different if we did it just a couple of weeks later, because I think one big one that's matter right now that's missing is Tanuki Rosalina. She's really hot at the moment, but she might have just gotten her buffs a little bit too late to be in there.
It's true.
But she was a big 2021 driver. It's just sort of like the last 3-4 months of the year.
Yeah.
No, completely fair point. Without further ado, the winner is Pinkle Peach.
Wow, Carlos called it because he voted for this, and this is crazy. That's an OG driver going.
In fact,
Whoa,
it wasn't
it's
even
a-
close.
30%.
Oh my!
Then Blackbirdo.
It is Blackbirdo that is somewhere in the 20 to 25 range there. Yeah.
See, in the Oscars, you often have people canceling themselves out. So I think that like Pauline Rose, Fire Rosalina, Blackbirdo, Builder Toadette, they all kind of cancel each other out because they were all had that ranked use. So
point.
it's all about the OG Queen PGP.
That's a really good point. Anything else you were surprised about? Peach?
Actually, I'm surprised about Blackbirdo, that she's that high. Maybe because of also your rundowns, because she's always very high in the rankings. Yeah, Blackbirdo is for me surprising.
Okay.
The rest is quite the same.
Yeah.
That's
Quite
crazy.
even, the rest.
Not that it's much higher, but Peach Happy got a little bit of love. Not much, but...
I like to see it. I love to see it.
Yeah, good. All right, so the next category number 3, we have Best Costume Design of 2021. We have Shy Guy Ninja, Mario Saddle of You, Yoshi Kangaroo, Tanuki Rosalina, Tanuki Mario, Kamek, Waluigi Vampire, Daisy Swimwear, Mario Racing, Luigi Painter. So what do you guys think about this list? Was there anyone we left off? Was anyone shouldn't be here?
Antelope?
Besides Meowser, who is on the next year's list.
Yeah.
The next year's list.
Yeah.
That's a good list.
I
For
wouldn't
me,
put-
it's definitely Mario Satellavio. Like, his style is just awesome for me.
I would leave Kamek off just because I thought it was more like, the reskin alts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's an amazing character design, of course, but I mean, a lot of these had a lot of love. The fan base went crazy for, Yoshi Kangaroo, for obviously Shy Guy Ninja, Waluigi Vampire. Swimwear, maybe less. So I'm going to say it's between Shy Guy and Ninja, because we could have a Ninja sweep in this awards. We could have like a lot of stuff going to the Ninja Tour and Shy Guy. So I'm going to say it's going to be Shy Guy Ninja or Yoshi Kangaroo in an upset.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be Waluigi Vampire. I mean, he looks so cool. I think I voted for Ninja actually myself, just because like we had this tour, this first time we had this 3-tour celebration thing with the hype and this like garlic Wario land, and there was this like still shot where it was an invisible driver on top of a cart. There was like no driver on the cart. And that's one of his animations where he like turns to the scroll or something. So there was like I mean, Ninja for me is just the coolest. But if I had to guess for the community things, because it's more recent, Waluigi Vampire has got really. I think he's got an amazing aesthetic.
Yeah, it's between the two of them.
I think it's very. And to your point, Sammy, this. Kind of interstealing it from each other. Tanuki Rosalina and Tanuki Mario, they could have kind of stolen a little bit of their vibe. I could see that too. But
definitely.
All right. Well, without further ado, the people have spoken.
The study goes to
Shy Guy Ninja.
Shy Guy.
Nice.
Shy Guy Ninja. Yeah. In fact,
they're second place.
Yep, you guys were right. Waluigi Vampire, right there as kind of that number 2.
Didn't expect that because he was wide new, so I have the feeling that they won't go more for the a little bit older items.
A lot of people love Halloween stuff though.
Yeah,
people go crazy for Halloween.
Yeah, Salaview's not far though. It's kind of that number 3, and then Yoshi Kangaroo at 4. In fact, I love Waluigi Vampire, but also I think my vote went to Yoshi Kangaroo. I think that's quite a cool look he's got there too.
And Antilev made a great point with the scroll animation and how that was part of the thing. It's a great memory.
By the way, this really coincidence in the way that Waluigi kept right now.
Yeah. Best costume goes to Carlos.
Carlos wins. So some of us are dressed up in suits and attire, and as you probably noticed, as we go to question, Carlos will be changing one piece of his garment. You can guess which one it is as we go through. All right, we have comeback driver of 2021. We have Daisy Holiday Cheer, Rosalina Halloween, Donkey Kong Jr. SNES, Shy Guy Gold, Dixie Kong, Nabbit, Penguin Luigi, Luigi Classic, and Peach Explorer. Those are our nominations. What do you guys think about this list?
So for me, it is definitely Daisy Holiday cheer. She got so often in the rank ups in the last couple of weeks. She was quite bad last year, but like in the recent weeks, I had her almost every week in the rank up, and she really got a comeback this year.
And it's bolstered by her being so rare and being only in the pack last Christmas, and people wanted her so much, and it paid off so hard to have her. I voted her in this category and best female just because of that alone. And I was never even that big of a fan of hers, but it was just so clutch. I would say it's between her and DK Junior SNES, who had the crazy buff streak this year.
Yeah, I think it's obviously got to be Daisy. I don't think that's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be close even. By the way, I didn't put on a jacket because I couldn't find my bow tie, but I did wear this.
Oh, nice, a tuxedo T-shirt.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Hey, watch out, ladies.
I think you win Antilev. That's pretty slick. All right, guys, and the people have spoken.
The
study goes to Donkey Kong Jr. SNES.
Okay.
It actually was much higher than I was expecting, nearly 34% or so. With, you're right, Daisy Holiday Cheer, not far behind, around probably 23-24% as well.
Wow.
I guess that come also mostly because of the triple banana fix. Otherwise, he would not have been that high, probably.
Yes, it brought extra attention to him.
We were doing the rundown earlier today, and even he got a nice little buff too. So
he did. He's in ranked.
Yes, and in ranked. So his glory continues into 2022.
Right.
Very nice. All right, category number 5. Study for best overall driver of 2021. We have Kamek, Black Birdo, Santa Bowser, King Bob Gold, Vi Rosalina, Shy Guy Ninja, Baby Mario Koala, Peach Wedding, Nabbit, and Gold Dry Bones. What do you guys think about this category? Who's going to win this? This is going to be a tough one.
This is huge. I mean, look, the whole King Roberto versus Shy Guy Ninja thing, both coming out at the same time, probably the best tour of the year. I think it's the front runner to win this whole award show. It's Ninja could take it, but then you have my boy Kamek up there. I mean, you know how I feel. There's a lot of contenders. I'm glad to see Baby Mario slipping in there as the multiplayer champ. What about you guys?
I think it would be a race between Santa Bowser and Shy Guy. I think I voted for Shy Guy here. He was a very long time their best driver. Actually, I did not use him the recent weeks a lot. There was more Santa Bowser in the focus, so it will be very close between those two, I think. King Roberto lost his value in the last
No chance for Kamek? No chance for Kamek?
No.
Wow. Not even close, he says.
The gloves are out. Okay,
Antilev, what do you think?
Settle this.
I think it'll be King Baba on goal because
really?
I feel like a lot more people got him than Shy Guy Ninja and used him because he was so good so fast, and Shy Guy Ninja was a bit more of a slow burn. He was good, but he did it. I mean, King Baba, he came up with 9 tracks or something and really good ones, and then he just got buffed so hard so quickly, and he was nothing else we saw before from a Coinbox character. He ended up with so many tracks, and then maybe there's an outside chance that Black Birdo will be just from the rankings from the top 10. I mean, it's a lot of people who aren't into ACR and stuff and really only focus on rank really like Black Birdo. So I mean that could be it as well. So I would say
they like Coinbox too, though.
But that's why I say it won't be Ninja, just because people like Coinbox better than they like Boomerang. I voted Ninja, by the way. I still think he's the best driver.
Yeah.
It sounds like we have kind of a split opinion amongst the panelists here, but let's see what the viewers say. The study for best overall driver 2021 goes to Birdo Black.
No.
Wow.
Oh, Carlos is out.
It was Birdo Black.
I thought it would be Pikachu, actually.
Yeah, you got the black Almost like black
I
red
mean, I
seal
have the
looking.
black hat.
Yes.
I have the black hat.
This
so.
is
Back
going
cat
to be
prediction.
debated for years to come.
Well, we do have King Bubba Gold at second place, right in that 23-24%.
Wow.
Santa Bowser right behind that, and Kamek, and then Shy Guy Ninja right around 11%.
Wow.
So, what do you guys think?
Dang.
A lot of surprise, it sounds like.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Is it just
I
because?
wasn't surprised.
I mean, I will say the people who voted they weren't just my channel, they weren't just Sammy's channel, they weren't just. There's 730 people from all different communities. I know really each person, each content creator got the word out and did a great job of getting the viewers involved. So this is not just one community, but I think that says a lot.
It says a lot.
I don't want to say that maybe some certain influencer, Mario Kart Tour creator, influenced maybe with his run-outs.
Yeah, but even Stripefit, I don't think would have voted for Blackbirdo. The weird thing is, I did vote for Blackbirdo. I know that's weird because, like, I love Kamek.
Wow.
But, like, sometimes you see these drivers with these buff streaks, and you kind of at a certain point just have to give it up for them, you know? And so I'm not super surprised either, but I'm surprised to see Ninja in fifth.
I think you should be higher.
Yeah.
You think maybe above Santa Bowser, or you think Santa Bowser should have been lower? What do you think about Santa?
I mean, it was just such a big building buzz all year long because people who had him, you know, got rewarded throughout the year, and then people who didn't were just like, yeah.
Well, and he didn't ever come back. I mean, most of the new Coinbox drivers we get, they come back after like a couple months, you know, like there's a special vibe or something, and then he just like a year.
That's a good point. Also, King Bob came like at least 2 times in a spotlight pipe, so he was quite easy to have. So a lot more people will have him than Santa Bowser. Even a lot of people wanted Santa Bowser, maybe pulled now. Even more people might have Blackbirdo, so maybe it's also personal preference what they use. And as you said before, not that many will have Shy Guy Ninja, and those who have him maybe not at a very high level, so they don't go for Boombox, maybe don't see the value. So yeah, I can see that vote, absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, we are at category number 6, most likely to succeed driver in 2022. We have Mario Saddle of You, Yoshi Kangaroo, Penguin Toadette, the New Year's driver yet to be introduced, which I think, Sammy, that was smartly your nomination there.
It was?
I thought so. I
don't think so, because I'm actually kind of against that being included, because just how we don't know who it was. I don't know if I did suggest that. If I did,
I didn't know there was a thing.
Well, it was they weren't strict, like you have to select from these. You could just write down whatever you wanted to. So that was written down by somebody. I thought it was on this panel, but my apologies, Sammy. Kamek, Tanuki Rosalina, Tanuki Mario, and Waluigi Vampire. So you already touched on the New Year's driver yet to be introduced. Arguably shouldn't have been on the list, but I think now that we have Meowser, I think he deserves to be on the list. Obviously, it's too late now to go back and retroactively add him to this list, but I think he's well represented, at least here on the survey, considering the fact he's Coinbox. But what else do you guys think about this list?
Sammy?
Tanuki Rosa, right? I mean, I saw a sneak preview of the Tabor rankings today for this week, and I know she's getting the boss. She's in her peak right now, so like she has the buzz right now, But we could have a random, like DKS SNES, like DK Junior came out of nowhere. I mean, there's going to be other drivers next year. They're going to come out of nowhere and get buff streaks too. I think Tanuki Rose is going to take this in a cakewalk.
Wow. Okay.
I think from those drivers, I think I wanted Mario Satellaview, but I actually think Coinbox drivers always make the race. It might be Kabak in their vote.
I feel like Kamek's already succeeded, though. I mean, I can almost see it being toward the end of his domination. Does that make sense data-wise?
Yeah, well, I will say, like, these categories, they're not super clear. They're really up for interpretation. Right. So, and that was on purpose, mainly to just kind of get a wide variety of answers. But if I was, this one's a little bit more, I think, trajectory versus, like, best overall driver. That one's a little bit more more vague. This is a little bit more like what driver is going to be probably the most dominant. I think that's probably how most people interpret it, which, that part alone is up for interpretation too.
I think it won't be Penguin Toadette. I think it won't be Waluigi Vampire, and I think it won't be Tanuki Mario. And then for the other four, it's kind of, I can tell you, I think is going to be the most successful, based on analysis and stuff. But guessing what other people think, especially large groups of people, is like I don't know, man. That is.
That's why we have the show.
Like I would say Yoshi Kangaroo just because he's cracked. But I mean, look, if I had to guess what they're gonna say, I guess Kamek. Sammy, it's a good point. He's kind of already arrived. He's not like a question mark anymore. But
I think this question is kind of like the answer to the whole Black Burrow domination thing. Like, who is going to be that one that people didn't pull for, but it's going to have crazy buffs? We've already seen the voters are voting based on that meta with the Black Burrow thing. So that's why I'd say Tanuki Rosa, or maybe even Vampire, just because of that too. Bomb cannon and all.
Solid points. Time to read the answer. The winner is of the study for most likely to succeed driver in 2022 is Kamek.
All right, my boy.
Excellent.
easy.
So it was close though. It was real close. Yeah, Tanuki Rosalina was right there at number 2 with the New Year's driver yet to be named, surprisingly, right there at number 3, followed by Yoshi Kangaroo. And then it was quite a substantial drop. You kind of have a Mario Saddle of You and Penguin Toadette, kind of neck and neck there. And then Waluigi Vampire, much, much lower. And then by far the lowest, Tanuki Mario.
Tanuki Mario. Oh my god. Yeah.
Remember how much hype there was for
For Tanuki Mario, yeah.
Let's face it though. If they had not done Tanuki Rosa and it was just one Tanuki, I think people would be saying the same about Tanuki Mario just because of the same reasons, basically. But Saddle of You, we'll see, man. Like you guys always say, the Lucky Sevens are so hit or miss. I think a lot of people pulled for them. So, but hey, I'm glad Kamek won something in this award series. I mean, he was definitely one of the biggest highlights of the year.
He hasn't won anything. He's just projected to win something next year. It's a good point there. I'm glad Kamek got some reveal there. All right, now we're moving into carts. So category number 7 is Best Cart Skin Family of 2021. We have the Kings, Koopa King, Gilded King, Silver King, Holiday King. We have the Dozers, Dozer Dasher, Black Dozer, Pink Dozer, Ice Dozer. We have the B Dasher Mark IIs. I'm not even going to name them all because there's too many of them. The Hop Rods and the Cactuses, the Cact-X, Cactice, Cactar. So what do you guys think?
This is purely subjective, right? I mean, everyone's got their favorites.
What do you mean by best? Like the best value, the best looking.
Exactly. That's the whole awards. It's all a mixture of subjective opinion versus data.
I thought about best looking actually because it's about the skin. So like the category was best cut skin, and I think it might be a close battle between the Kings and the B-Dashers, but I actually think the B-Dashers will win if people have chosen by the design, because the B-Dasher pipes were insane. Yeah, I'm still mad that I didn't put more. But the Kings also, like the Silver King looks amazing. But I think the B-Dashers will make it.
I would also say the Kings are carried pretty severely by the Silver King. Like, who cares about the Koopa King, really? I mean, sure, the Bowser fans.
It's Liv. You have something to say?
Sorry, excuse me.
You did it this week point.
No, I mean, I think they're. I mean, Gilded King is really good.
Fighting words, I'm sure.
No, not at all. But I mean, you don't have like. It's very rare that you have a family where like every single item is really good. And I mean, let me look at the B Dasher Mark II. The only one that's really good is the original one at this point. I mean,
well, it's still kind of early, but
it's early, but yeah.
But that was fun though. I voted for that one to win, and I predict it too, just because like the pipe, and how they did just release 7 or 6 new ones. So
go ahead.
I agree with Carlos' assessment. It's going to be between the Kings and the Dashers, and I'm a huge B-Dasher Mark II fan. The original one, I pulled it from that Mario pipe that nobody pulled on and invested in it really hard, like really soon. It's like my favorite card in the game.
It's so good.
So good. They look so cool.
I only got the red
absolutely.
of the alts too, man. I just couldn't afford to go in.
I get them all. I don't stand any drivers or anything. I'm not a fan of any characters, but I love those cars. They're just like cool race cars.
And the custom,
No, one that I wanted on here that I nominated but it didn't make it in is the eggs, like the purple bunny and the gold egg and the egg card and stuff.
They're underrated.
They're small. I think people don't like them, but I think some of them look pretty cool.
Yeah, that was I think one of two answers nominations that I had to Nick's, only because I didn't think the purple bunny was technically in the egg family. I feel like it's not like a reskin of that. We just have kind of this gold egg, and then we have the purple bunny, bright burnt bunny, which for me it was kind of three or more as a family. I just couldn't see the egg being in that family personally. But so I apologize, Antilev. That's on me. But yeah, I mean, everyone kind of represents the list pretty well. Silver King has been in the top 10. Black Dozer's been in the top 10. These B-Dashers, the release of it and the exposure and the experience was ridiculous. So we'll have to see who wins. And we have the winner of the study for Best Kart Skin Family of 2021 is the Kings.
Wow.
That's right.
Oh, looking good so far.
Yeah, very nice.
So it was really close, though. You guys did a really good job summarizing it. The B-Dashers was maybe 1 or 2% away. Very, very close. With the Dozers and Hop Rods not too far away. The Cactuses not quite as close. So I think any other surprises?
The Cactuses are great, but it's just hard to compete with those other ones.
Yeah. Also, I think like the Kings and also B-Dashers, they appear quite more often, so people recognize them more often, so they think more about those. And it just makes sense. They're the best looking cards.
Oh, I agree with you there for sure. Staying in the carts category, we have...
You don't even need to read these nominees. I don't think.
But I don't think I need to read these. Best overall carts. What do you guys think about this list?
Well, I just see the first two there, and that's all I'm really looking at.
So, okay, move on.
But Birdo won the driver. You got to watch out.
Come on, Birdo. Small card.
I know, but still. I'm just talking about what the people might have done.
No love for the Ramby runner.
Oh, yeah. No, Ramby...
Yeah, that looks cool. It's true.
Ramby could be upset for sure.
But Silver King.
These are also...
I would say... Black Birdo, come on. That
would be horrible. Yeah, that would be right.
Well, hey,
like the best driver.
Angela, do you have any of the data up? What's the coverage between the two we're talking about, Silver King and Black Birdo?
You mean the voting or the actual?
No, I was curious, like coverage. I think Black Birdo still has more tracks than Silver King, for what it's worth. But all right, so
but see, the Kings just won, and people love Bowser. That card's like the one everyone talked to. It's kind of Ramby was the first like 100 pipe rare card this year that everyone went in for, and then because of the Ramby being so good, everyone did that again with the Silver King. It was kind of like a repeating of the history there.
By the way, also the Crawley card is a great card, but I think there's no chance against the other two. But I think Silver King, Ramby Runner, and Crawley card might be the top three here.
You're right, though, with Crawley and Offroader, because PGP, remember, she won Best Female, and that's an older item. And Offroader and Crawley are the two from, overall the past year or so.
Black Turbo Birdo is still number 1 on both coverage categories. Silver King is number 3 on raw coverage, 6 on weighted, and Ramby is 9 on raw coverage and 3rd on weighted coverage. So they're all still in their own way top 3 coverage cards. So yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I have the answer here, and thank you for the data. I know we were trying not to do too much data, but it's always just nice to know it's where that data stands. So the winner for the study of Best Overall Card of 2021 is Black Turbo Birdo.
I told you. That is... Oh.
Wow,
It's actually substantially higher
just-
than Silver
They're
King.
basically just the voters just looked at Tabor's list and just.
But hey, Crowley is
plugged in
second.
Probably
Crowley's
number
second.
2. I like that. I
Wow.
like
Is
that.
two.
And then
And
Rambi
Rambi.
Runner, then Off-Roader, and then the Silver King.
Wow.
The Off-Roader and Silver King is kind of the same.
Mhm.
Rigged.
Rigged.
That's crazy.
I think we
I do think it goes to show the stuff that's audiences and seeing those rundowns and it being number one for so many weeks.
How much influence you exert over people's minds.
Yeah, maybe I'm just Jedi mind tricking, brainwashing them. But I will say we did get a lot of people come in from Sammy and Carlos's channel. I could see the timestamps of when people were coming in, and you guys were bringing floods in. So I appreciate you guys getting the word out, and hopefully these are pretty well. But you know, these lists get around, you know, and people talk, and especially in Discord. These things get hyped up for sure.
And the awards are made to be debated. I was going to say about the Black Turbo
Yeah.
Roberto, like I never cared for the cart at all, you know, and then I saw it on your list over and over, and I'd be talking to Antilev or someone, and you know, looking at the Bam and Gerbs, and there was one tour in there. I forget when it was. It might have been during the Kamek tour when I was going for top 100, and I just plugged it in just to see, and it like my numbers for tracks just like doubled when I went up to 6.
Wow.
Like to 23 tracks or something insane. I was like, okay. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe we have all, I guess, moderately advanced accounts, at least. So you're looking at stuff like the hitbox, like, oh, this crappy small card. I don't know. I don't want to use it. But you know what? On my free play account, it's really, really good because there's just so many tracks.
yeah.
So maybe a lot of people who are answering the questions kind of in a similar situation, you know?
And maybe because like everyone's kind of neck and neck, you know, it's hard to pick between a Crawley card and a Rambi runner and all these items that they just, you know what, I'm going to go with the consistent, the one I've seen in the top 10. So, you know, potentially that's the case, but that's why we do these lists. These are meant to be debated and meant to be critiqued, and that's why it's fun. That's why I appreciate you guys join us. On to category number 9, the last of the carts, most likely to succeed cart in 2022. We have Silver King, Luna Cruiser, Vampire Flyer, Tanuki Cart, Gold Pumpkin Cart, Ice Dozer, Yellow Off-Roader, and Cactar. What do you guys think?
Silver King.
Yeah.
Just for the same reason that I said Kamek on the driver one.
Yeah. Silver
I
People
think
like
it would
to
be
back a
hard,
winner.
actually.
Yeah.
Like, Silver King is already a very good card. Will be definitely here to be succeeded. But I also think a lot of people like the Vampire Flyer. The Yellow Off-Roader is, for me, for example, a very good card, which it gives me like 8 upgrades for my weight account.
That's a lot.
I think it is hard. I think I would now say Off-Roader, the Yellow Off-Roader.
Wow.
I think I have chosen the Silver King. But I might think Yellow Off-Roader has a good chance.
It's a paywall cart versus a 100 pipe cart, which is interesting. I'm glad to see Tanuki cart in there, still just in the mix. You know, that's my baby.
Mhm.
I took it right to 6-2, and it's been doing well.
All right, guys. So the winner of the study for most likely to succeed cart in 2022 is Silver King.
Yeah.
Yes, it was close though.
Close.
Vampire Flyer, right there, right
Gold
behind
Pumpkin.
it. Yep, and surprisingly, the Gold Pumpkin cart
Yellow
right there,
Off-Roader. 3,
and Yellow Off-Roader, yours, Carlos, right behind it. So we're talking, you know, right there about 5% between, maybe 6% between those four. So not a huge margin between those four. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Surprised
makes
Gold
total
Pumpkin
sense.
card is so high.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. The
Yeah.
hitbox is so small. I can't see us really enjoying using it next year that much. You know?
But it is one of the best looking gold cards, actually.
Watch
This
the
is not
next one
only
down,
gold, it
Sammy.
has also that purple mouth in front.
That's true. What's that, Angela?
Watch the next rundown.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay.
Right,
Hey, I
yeah.
got it. I got lucky enough to get it, so I'm hyped about that. But
I do not have it, so I'm
But you're in luck.
well. It looks like it's off to a good start. So we'll have to see how that goes. Now moving into...
You'll be fine in ranked stuff that...
I'm sure I'll find a way to make it work. But category number 10. We're moving into gliders now. So best glider family of 2021. We have the Wings, Dragon Wing, Golden Wing, Vampire Wing, Wicked Wing, the Ribbons, Yukata, Galaxy, Glitter Glider, the Great Sails, the original Black and Starry, the Mantas, the original Silver, Polka Dot. We have the Surf Masters, the original Sunny and Silver, and the 8-bits. Each looking a little different, but all 8-bit. Fireflower, Bullet Bill, Super Mushroom, and the Star. What do you guys think about this list?
Sales.
I think it'll be sales too.
Is it like going to be dominant, or do you think one will cut it close? What do you guys think?
Some of them are mixed groups. Black and Starry have both been so great on sales, right? And then Mantas could be maybe the second place. And 8-bit, Mantas are 8-bit. What do you think, guys?
So I think the sales will win, mostly because of the Black Great Sale, which is probably the best glider, or at least one of the best gliders. The thing is, the difference to the cards is it doesn't say skin, so people might now go more for the value than for skins. Skin-wise, I would say Manta or the Wings.
Oh, so you're saying like aesthetically?
Cool looking. Yeah.
Okay.
The Wings have their fans for sure.
Yeah, I think Black Great Sail will just carry it, and then original Great Sail is pretty awful, but and like Starry is a really good glider as well. So I think Black Great Sail was so dominant for so much of 2021 that people are gonna say, okay, that's the one. I voted 8-bits just because every single one of those items is an amazing item. Even the oldest one, the 8-bit Star, is still, I think, one of the, probably top 20, 25 gliders in the game, even at this point. They're all really good. And then I think the other ones, other families have at least one weak point.
Yeah, like Yukata Ribbon. Stuff like your barf bag out.
I do not like the Yukata Ribbon, but the Galaxy, although the base looks lame, the Galaxy skin you could put on anything. Yeah, you could literally slap it on like that. What's that? What was it? The SNES collage glider, whatever it was. You remember that?
Yeah.
You could slap it on that, and I would be like, "That's amazing! It's absolutely phenomenal." So, I make an exception, but you're right. Yukata looks. It's like, what are you doing, guys? This isn't original at all. Whereas Great Sails, Wings, they all look so cool. Mantas, are you kidding me? Yeah,
you didn't even put the Super Ribbon glider, that like brown one,
Oh, the Super one. Yep.
True,
yeah. That's the
My apologies. One. Hopefully it doesn't sway the viewers.
Okay, well, Yukata open envelope at this point.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so the study for Best Glider Family of 2021 is the Sails.
Yeah.
You guys nailed it. Wasn't even really too close. In the 30 to 35 range there, with 8-bit Fireflower and Star and Mushroom, etc. at number 2, with Wings in number 3. Not necessarily even very close at all. So, what do you guys think about this list? Surf Master's not getting quite very much love either.
They're sleepers though, and they're sneaky value wise, and Mantas too. I mean, I know the Silver Surf. I just took it to 6th last week. It's crazy. And Star Great Sail. Antilev and I were just DMing about that glider today, actually.
Yeah, the list makes absolute sense. I mean, like I said, the Black Great Sail might have carried the list, but yeah.
We'll get a gold sail.
Cool.
When we're getting a gold sail.
Gold sail. Oh boy.
Eventually we're gonna get a gold everything. So
gold Manta.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Wait, do you think they'll ever do a gold 8-bit something? Which one would they do?
That'd be sick.
Okay, now we're coming in here. Gold
8-bit. Gold pipe, 8-bit gold pipe.
Gold 8-bit lightning.
Ooh.
We don't have a lightning yet.
We don't.
Yeah. I mean, it would fit.
I can see that. All right. Category number 11, Best Overall Glider of 2021. Do you need me to read this list? So we got the Dream Glider, Black Great Sail, Rose Parasol, Dry Bowser Umbrella, Silver Star Chute, Black Toe Beam Balloons, Glinted Glider, 8-bit Fireflower, and Dragon Wings.
what a list. This is just not fair because they all had such huge. I mean, they're all. Dry Bowser Umbrella was for so long like the one. I mean, Glint is so underrated. Dragon Wings, but and Dream Glider now is insane. And,
Rose Parasol as well. It's a crazy list.
There's a crazy list, but I think Black Great Sales is going to take it.
Yeah,
agree.
Okay. Any number 2 you guys think right behind it that's going to give it a run for money, or nowhere even close?
Will be close.
Dry Bowser or Dream.
Okay.
Dragon Wings or 8-bit. It will be close.
Yeah, it'll be real close.
All right, and the study for best overall glider of 21 goes to Black Great Sail.
Nice.
And it was not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. Now, surprisingly, Silver Star Shoot is that number 2. Of course, it's a third of that percentage, but Silver Star Shoot beat out some of those that we just mentioned. What do you guys think about this list? Rose Parasol, I know that's Antilev. That's one of your favorites. Quite low on the list.
I guess they were not talking about aesthetics in this voting. They were just talking about value.
Okay.
But it's not really a surprise. I'm a little bit surprised that Silver Star Shoot is so high. I thought there was more of. I mean, I know it wasn't ranked like a lot in the first part of the year, but I thought there was more of a 2020 end of year glider. But I mean, it's not really surprised that it's a blowout.
I'm a little surprised Dry Bowser Umbrella didn't show higher.
Yeah.
But to all those watching, by the way, we're getting a lot of votes that are based on the data and the top tens and stuff that StutFit shows. But I mean, I have the Black Great Sail at level 2. I'm one of those players who's somehow gotten away with never having it and not having it at a high level. I got it only recently. Now, that's not to say that when I plug it into BAM and GURBS at 6, it doesn't go crazy. But it's there for me if you want it. But you can definitely. It's not like you have to have this glider necessarily, just for those out there that are feeling left out.
No, that's a really good point. And I think maybe with drivers and like coin boxes and stuff, you kind of have to have those. But with like carts and gliders, it's like it's like puzzle pieces, and you can fit them together a lot of different ways because it's not like one skill is dominant over another or anything. Well, there's so many combinations.
How many times did StutFit say, "Oh, the black toe beam balloon"? I was teasing you about that for a while. And then I know you were teasing Frenzy fans about the snow crystals, but it's like for different people, different gliders end up being the number 1.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's really hard at first to see what the value of a glider is because we don't have as many as carts, and so I think if you have good coverage, you don't always get aware of that first wave as you might see with carts or with some of the drivers if they're coin box, etc. So I just think with gliders, they can sneak up on you a little bit. You're not paying attention. So for like the black toe beam balloons, I think like 3 of its first like 9 tracks were overlapped with the Strawberry Donut or something like that, and then had 2 other overlaps with something else. I think the Dry Bowser Umbrella, and then next thing you know, it got like 6 tracks out of nowhere, and all the 6 I needed. So it hit me hard, and so I have a double uncapped and everything. But it was not something I was aware of at first, and I think that is an aspect of the gliders specifically.
It's actually funny that we have only black items as best items. Black Proto, Black Proto Turbo, and now the Black Great Sail.
I mean,
maybe you should change your background color to blue for next year. Maybe also that influences the people.
Yeah, to just mess with their mind and start getting them to think that way. I like it. I think that's a good idea, Carlos.
That fits mind games.
Category number 12, it's our last part of the gliders. Most likely to succeed glider in 2022. We have Vampire Wings, Dream Glider, Galaxy Glider, Magic Parasol, Silver Surfmaster, Candlelight Flight, Magic Parasol, Pink Gold Meteors, 8-Bit Mushroom, Golden Wings. And remember, this was, 8 days ago or 9 days ago or so is when the majority of these votes came in. So I know some things have changed, and even today's buffs, 2 days ago looks a little different too. So actually, it might have been 16 days ago. So either way, what do you guys think about this list?
I think it's between Magic Parasol and Magic Parasol, personally.
I think
it's joking. They're listed twice, but
stupid.
Angela can answer seriously. But yeah, that's a duplicate.
Yeah, so by the way, you'll notice in the answers there's only one. I took it out day one, but did not take it out of the PowerPoint, so I apologize.
Oh, we're changing
You're
lists
good.
now. Okay,
You're only here, man.
see.
You're only-
What I'm saying,
Rigged.
What happened to the people who voted for Magic Parasol 2?
Yeah.
so
Votes are not being counted.
I know what you're. I know it's a solid point. This correction was made, I think, 4 hours after the survey was released. So there were a few votes for it, but I can say it was not a high category. I removed the lower of the two, if that helps too.
So the cop-out answer here is Dream Glider, just because it's already good and following the pattern of previous ones, yeah.
Yep. Following the voting, I would say that too.
I actually did choose the Candlelight Fight because I just loved the design, but it might be also Dream Glider, yeah. Because
wild card.
the weather is already very good, but maybe the Candlelight gets buffed even more than in the next upcoming weeks, month. Well, let's see. But I think we might go for the Dream Glider, also because of their influence from the comic pipe.
I'm gonna guess Vampire Wings is the second.
Yep.
Okay. All right. The study for most likely to succeed glider in 2022 goes to the Galaxy Glider
Your favorite.
Glider.
with
Close.
Dream Glider number
Close.
2.
There's just been so many this fall
Golden Wings,
and this
number 3.
winter. It's been hard to figure out which one's going to be the one. They're all new.
Yep, and then in third place, Golden Wings, followed by Vampire Wings. We got 2 wings there in the top 4. But it looks like essentially a 20% vote for Galaxy Glider and maybe 18% or so for Dream Glider. So really, really interesting. What do you guys think about this list? Anything you were surprised about? Maybe the Magic Parasol being as low as it is. You think that's my fault? Maybe this was the lowest. So again,
I'm surprised about the Galaxy Glider, actually.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's an upset.
Fully.
Surprise.
Yeah, so those who are watching, you guys can comment on this, and if you voted for Galaxy Glider, we'd love to hear why you did. At least Carlos wants to know. I personally, I love this. I'm trying to remember what I voted for. I think it was the Galaxy Glider. I don't see us. I will say I don't see this as a
How
strong
many times
list.
did you vote?
It's like Antilev said about recency bias. Like, that was in a special pipe with no spotlight, right as we were announcing that you were announcing these awards, and so it's hot in the mind, fresh in the mind of everyone that this could be really valuable going forward.
Extremely good point. And also, we didn't really get a lot of glider special pipes. We obviously got the gold one that had 2 gold items, but it's been a while since we'd gotten a glider pipe, a special pipe. So maybe I look at this list and I don't see anything, even coming close to really the Dream Glider or Galaxy Glider, in my opinion. Golden Wings I could see in there, maybe Vampire, but I feel like Golden should have been a little maybe a little higher. I could see those 3 kind of being neck and neck, but I personally hope that they're right.
I think it's really interesting that the 2 top items, and especially Galaxy Glider as an item, which is not like a real popular glider special skill, or special item rather. I think it shows a lot how much the community has kind of like matured and moved on from like thinking, oh, I need to have like, a coin glider, or I need to have a red gel glider or whatever.
Mushroom,
I mean, because Mega Mushroom is not really what most people think of as a desirable skill for a glider to have. So I think it shows a level of maturity in the community.
I like it. You viewers are mature. I would agree there. So we now moving into a couple different unique categories now that we've gone through drivers, karts, and gliders. Best commemorative item of 2021. We have the Dark Hop Rod, the Cleanup Hitter, Red Crawley Cart, Penguin Slider, Ice Dozer, Glinting Glider, New Year 2021, and Penguin Wingtip. What do you guys think about the list? Or do you not even care?
The best commemorative item is the Ice Dozer.
Commeme. It's got its fans.
It's hard.
Red Crawley, I
So
think.
bad.
Yeah, I think also the Red Crawley, because so many people love the Crawley card.
Yeah,
The Red
Red
Crawley
Crawley.
looks even better.
Oh, what's going to win? The glider is going to win, 100%.
Well, Glinting is best data-wise, right? I think
Yeah.
we would say. For me, it's been amazing data. Like, that's the best value for a commemorative, right? That we've had from these. But fan wise, aesthetic wise, Dark Hop Rod and Red Crawley both had huge like reactions from everybody.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people went hard on Dark Hop Rod from its start.
Yeah, looks also amazing.
Yeah, it does look cool.
It does look awesome. I love it. All right, guys. So the winner of the study for best commemorative item of 2021 is the Dark Hop Rod.
Cool.
Nice.
It was a pretty substantial win too.
By far.
Wow,
Yes.
that's cool.
But yeah, you're right. Glinting Glider was number 2 there. Not necessarily neck and neck or anything. With
Hey,
Red
also
Crawler right
this is Ninja Tour. Remember, this is another Ninja Tour moment right here.
This is true. Some dominant Ninja Tour presence for sure. Anything else you were surprised about?
No, not really.
Maybe Ice Dozer. You're probably expecting that to be higher. Probably. I know I was.
So bad.
I'm joking. I had
it's
some people run on me about Ice
The
Dozer.
Dark Hopper than I expected. I mean, it's a really cool looking card, but I didn't expect 30% or higher.
Yeah.
But this is good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're now moving into pipes. So, best 100 pipe of 2021. We have the Week 1 Ninja, Week 1 Kamek, Week 1 Holiday Pipe, Week 1 Space Tour, Week 1 Paris Tour, Week 1 Second Anniversary Tour, Week 2 New Year's Pipe, and Week 2 LA Tour.
I'm like Carlos. I don't remember any of the pipes.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't even remember my breakfast from today. All great pipes. I think it will be Ninja. Because of Ninja, probably. But
Ninja, but
all
then-
pipes were good. I pulled them all.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Is there a pipe you
to not
haven't
see-
pulled, Carlos?
I'm surprised not to see the gold Bobby pipe from
It was
Ninja
a
Tour
50.
also.
Yeah.
That was huge hype.
But that was a 50, yeah.
It was a 50,
Yes.
so it is on the
I'm
next.
sorry.
It's on the next category, so we haven't
Yeah.
forgot about it.
I'm
but
sorry.
good point.
I'm
No,
sorry.
that's the first thing I was
Spoiler.
looking for as well. That's the first thing I was looking for as well when I went through the list.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's not there. Oh, yeah, it's 50.
Look, I again the new rundown table list and stuff. Whatever. That's one lens to look through. As another lens, I'm a Kamek fan, and that Kamek pipe, people not only wanted Kamek, they actually genuinely wanted the broom, even though we ended up not loving it very much. And the glider too, like all 3 items were like really cool looking, and there's a lot of times people got Kamek, but they wanted to go deeper. And how often do you go deeper for that cart and glider?
Really good point.
I pulled Kamek in like 20 or 30, and I went to the bottom for the broom.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
I could
But
see
also
that.
Mario's pipe, it's really good.
Yeah, that was a fan
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, we looked at the Week 2
Interesting.
Second Anniversary Tour, and it was like Waluigi Bus Driver and Baby Detective. So yeah, this one we kind of looked at some of the nominations. I think I threw 2 or 3 on here as well that I felt like was but overall, I mean, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. I could have done a better job of saying all the exact items, but I think you guys get the point.
I think it's a big drop. It's going to be a big drop off from the winners to the others.
Okay. Well, the study for Best 100 Pipe of 2021 goes to Kamek.
I called it. Yes.
You did. So it was actually pretty
Ooh,
close
close.
between the Kamek
Mario.
and the
With
Week
the
2
all
New Year's.
Marios.
Yeah.
The All Marios.
Okay.
Okie.
All right, we still have a lot to get through, and we are now closing in on an hour. I promised you guys it would be shorter than this, so I'll pick up the pace a little bit. I apologize, guys. I misjudged this. We're having a lot of fun, though. The study for Best Special Pipe. So, Sammy, to answer your question, we have the Gold Pipe Ninja Tour.
There we go.
We also have the Gold Pipe LA Tour, the Streamliner Pipe, the Banana Pipe, Blue Glider Pipe, Heavy Duty Pipe, City Racers Pipe 1 and 2. This is where you had the Beat Dashers Mark II. The Pirate Special Pipe, and then the Peach Pipe in the Mario vs. Peach, and the Mario Pipe in the Mario vs. Peach. What do you guys think about this list?
City Razor pipe. It's hard. I don't remember all of them, especially the gold pipes, because we had so many. But I'm still mad that I didn't pull more of the MKB dashers. So yeah, the City Razor pipe for me here. But also, like every gold pipe is good. Maybe the Ninja gold pipe might win.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah. The new coin box spotlight. I mean, or the Streamliner pipe could win.
I was gonna say
That was a terrible.
It'll be the gold bomb pipe. I mean, the LA Tour one was really cool too. That was the first time we had a 14% odds pipe. That was really cool. But yeah, I think the Ninja pipe has to.
Okay, the study for best pipe of special pipe of 2021 goes to the gold pipe in the Ninja Tour, and it wasn't even. We had the gold pipe in the LA Tour, and it is not even close.
Wow, but 65% for like 2 gold pipes. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, there've been so many gold pipes now. At this point, I mean,
true. We get another one this week, though.
Another one, and that was truly one of the ones that stood out because of King Bob, and we were not expecting that in a Ninja Tour, a gold King Bob. So it sticks in our memories and hearts.
City Racer, not as high as we think. Is it? Do you think that's just more of a Wales perspective, or?
I think people just don't remember what the pipes were.
Yeah. Indeed.
Okay.
I thought of the drivers. I forgot that it was.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Maybe I should have been a little bit more descriptive, but
that's okay.
I put pipe 1 and 2. I guess I could have been a little clearer. All right, we're moving into tracks. So we have best soundtrack. So this is what you hear in the game, background music while racing. We got Ninja Hideaway, DK Summit, Merry Mountain, Berlin Byways, Sydney Sprint, London Loop. What do you guys think? Who's going to win this category?
Ninja Hideaway, and it's not gonna be close. I mean,
Ninja, but Sydney is also cool.
Sydney and Berlin.
Berlin is cool, but
Berlin was
I would say
great.
So. Yeah, Ninja is probably the best. Then Sydney. I don't know why London is in the list. Yeah, Ninja or Sydney probably.
Well, London definitely older track though. So why the inclusion of London?
Didn't we have a London track this
we
year?
had a new London track this year.
Yeah.
We didn't have that many new.
I will say, Merry Mountain was may not have been needed to be on this list, but it's
sure you're right. It was snuck in at the end of the year.
We didn't get Cheap Island, unfortunately.
Yeah, Cheap didn't make the cut, but that was a new soundtrack.
Okay.
A lot of people don't play with music, but I'm a big music lover, and these are all bangers. And Ninja Hideaway is going to be the winner.
Yeah, I was going to say that I actually play with the sound off most of the time, but Ninja Hideaway I actually made an effort to turn it on just because it's so cool.
But DK Summit appeared way more often, so that could also influence a little bit.
That's a good point.
So people hear it kind of the half year.
Very good point. So the study for best soundtrack of 2021 goes to Ninja Hideaway, and it was not even close. 50%.
50%. Wow.
Blowout.
And then Berlin. Let's go.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, I'm sure you have Berlin run all the time. That's probably what you listen to when we're not streaming, right?
Absolutely. All day long.
Good, guys. All right, we'll pick up the pace a little bit on these, at least on the tracks area. But best tracks of 2021, we have, I think, four final categories. Best tracks in 2021. What do you guys think?
No contest, Ninja.
Yeah, Ninja's going to win with 60% of the vote.
Open the envelope.
Oh, the envelope is Ninja Hideaway. 70%.
70%. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I'm still. Oh yeah, okay.
But deserved.
Well deserved.
But I remember when the track came out, no one, or everyone was like, "How should I drive this track?"
Oh yeah.
Also, when I drove the track the first time, I was like, "Okay, should I go up, down, and up, or left, right, or what the heck should I do?" But then we found the best route, and everyone loved the track.
And all the hype about it, the whole 3 tours leading up to it, trying to figure out what it was, and Wario Garlic, and my thing with Mario Kart Tour is a lot of real gamers and also Mario Kart fans hate on this game, for different reasons. And that when this tour came out, that track came out, all of the Nintendo sites and everything, all the people who never played Mario Kart Tour, they were like, Mario Kart Tour got this amazing track, and they were almost complaining this isn't fair. And I was like, no, it's absolutely fair because the players of this game deserve a track that great. It's amazing that they made that track so good, and now we got. We're hopefully waiting for them to do another brand new original track to Mario Kart Tour maybe in the next year. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we deserve that new track. We also deserved to only see it one more time since then, I guess, apparently. All right, category number 18. Best Tour of 2021. Snow, Space, Ninja, Kamek, Bowser vs. DK, Halloween, Holiday, LA, and Summer. What do you guys think?
Ninja's going to be making a clean sweep. Yeah.
Sweep. Now, I will say these were all really good. Why not Anniversary Tour? No love for Anniversary Tour?
It was not nominated, but
Wow.
it probably should have, maybe.
It's funny though. It's telling that people did not think of the Anniversary Tour. I know it gets kind of dumped on, but at least we got to play all the cities at the same time. That's pretty fun, right?
Well, let me ask you this.
Los Angeles.
We had I posted this to Reddit and to try to bring some people from there, and we actually got a number of people coming from Reddit too. I'd say the number one comment we got is, why is the Bowser versus DK tour on this list?
Wow.
Literally like the most common comment we got, and I think it's deserves a little bit of explaining. I think that some people were really, really upset that we did not get a new driver, but for everybody else, we got this was kind of the start of the week 2 phenomenal karts, being the Romby Runner, and we had a lot of awesome tracks. So I think for All Cup ranking, it was one of the most fun. But I think a lot of people said it was the most hated. So do you think it even deserves to be on this list?
Yeah, I do. I think it was a tour with not any new content really, as far as new tracks or drivers go. But for people who grind ACR, it was such a friendly lineup where there was no hard paywalls, and it was so nice to on an account which is not a whale account to just be able to play everything with good loadouts, and I think that's why a lot of people appreciated it.
Yeah, it's a very divisive one because you're kind of on one side or the other. I do see both sides, but I was one of the people that was really. I look back on my video that one, and I was really bummed just because. Mainly because not only a new driver but no new DK, But we'll get it one day. But now they've set this precedent where they'll do tours without new drivers. They've done it now since then, right? For the next rally tour, they did this.
It's a good question.
For me, I think also that Ninja Tour might win, like Ninja Shy Guy, the Ninja Hideaway. Yeah. For me personally, it was Los Angeles Tour because I won that one. And it was a personal thing, but Ninja will make it. That was a great
tour personally for me too. On the
Didn't you win the Sydney tour?
Did you win the Sydney tour?
Can we skip that? I don't know what I have for breakfast.
All right, well, the study for best tour of 21 goes to the Ninja Tour.
Oh, nice logo there.
Wow.
Was that your logo? Did you put that together?
Then Kamek.
No.
Okay. I found that on the internet. So it is 50% of people voted for the Ninja Tour, and then maybe the Kamek Tour, and then it's really a pretty spread out mix. Everyone under 10%.
Yeah, I have to see Kamek Tour with some love there.
It is nice to see that. All right, we're in the final 2 categories. Game Changer of 2021. Want to go through each one of these. We have a Super Driver Ranked Rewards, which flipped the game on its head as we started to see Super Drivers being allocated as part of Ranked wins, made Ranked a little bit more interesting. We had the Today's Challenge Pipe, where we got a random item instead of just a login reward. We got the 3 Tour Celebrations. I've fixed this on literally every single piece, but I did not fix this here.
Fixing.
Yeah, sorry about that. So 3 Tour Celebration. So obviously, we alluded to it during the Ninja Tour. We kind of had this 3 Tour Celebration with a question mark, and then it became kind of a trend as we moved into the summer and then autumn, now winter. We had the Fixing Triple Bananas, which obviously changed things for DKSNES, which we saw win a category earlier this evening. Introduction of high-end boomerang drivers. So that was obviously a pretty big shift. As we wanted it, and we finally got it. Player level 7 was a major shift in how the whales whaled up even higher, sending friend coins, and how much time we've wasted out of our lives every single day in exchange for coins. The reassured, this was from our channel, I think it was actually Hero, the reassured confidence that there will be new characters introduced after we saw Kamek. And then this nomination I think was from you, Antilev, the community's resources. So action count heat map, all cup ranking spreadsheets, ranked cup calculators, etc. So what do you guys think about this list? Was there any that we left off, or is this a pretty inclusive list?
Sammy?
I don't want to be the one to start every single comment.
You're doing a great job.
I think so.
Go, Carlos. I like what you said on your video.
Actually, I think I don't know what I said on my video, but from those points, I don't see a big game changer. But what I like the most from all of those is the 3-2 celebration, because we get a lot of rewards, new drivers, usually rank up, so new drivers with rank up, a lot of time tickets and stuff like that. Rank coins is for me more an annoying thing, as long as we don't get the send points to all friends, or I don't use it.
I've noticed.
The action count, I'm sorry. If you're in the top 5, you will get your points. Action count, heat map, SCR spreadsheet, etc. is of course very, very helpful. But since it is not included in game, I didn't count it for myself. But it is definitely something very useful. You all should use it if you go for ACR. I would go with the 3-2 celebration.
Oh, I thought, yeah, because you also made a good point. I think in your video, because I know your video is better than you, I guess. But you were saying boomerang, just because it changes the, that action count ceiling got higher now because of that.
Okay.
And I agree, adapt to level 7. We all kind of adapted to that.
That is not a game changer.
I don't know if there is a reassured confidence or not. I could see that a year from now we still don't have another original character, and Kamek was the only one. I really could see that happening, sadly. I don't like Antilev's contribution to the last item. I mean, yeah, it's not part of the game, but definitely changed the game for all of us to be able to leverage these this data we've all put together. So it's a tough one.
It is a tough one. So we'll have to go ahead and read the winner. And so the study for Gamechanger of 2021 goes to today's challenge pipe.
I like it.
And it wasn't even close.
I like it. I know Carlos is not a fan, right?
No, I actually like the login bonus more we had before.
Really, though?
Yeah. In my opinion, the rewards were better in average.
I actually would agree with Carlos on this one, mainly because, at a certain period of time, we could look forward to getting tickets at the end of the tour. And so, we could allocate those towards items that we were kind of waiting all tour to be able to put them on. We got item tickets. Item tickets are really, really important for all cup ranking. And I think, pulling a Cat Peach is not as exciting for me as it might be, though, for a gold pass only or for a free to play or something like that. Whale problems. Yeah, so I'm a whale, and that's why I understand what Carlos is saying. But I also understand from an empathy perspective, you could care less about, an item ticket, right, Sammy? A level ticket is not as cool as getting something new for the first time and finally getting Black Birdo or something like that. Right?
Well, items, I mean, for me, I'm a day one player. I've played this game literally 2 or 3 or more hours every day for over 2 years. That's absolutely insane. Can't believe that just
came out of your mouth.
But it's less about the items because most of them are max. It's that chance of rubies, because I buy a pack each tour. That's my rule, 1 pack a tour. Never go beyond that. And so to me, still even the 3 or 5 rubies or that chance at 10 or 15 or 45 rubies, that's still huge for me, because every little bit counts when you're not really using the packs as your main source of rubies.
I don't think it. No, go ahead.
I think they should change maybe the odds a little bit so that you have at least a guaranteed ceiling. That is okay. I know I will get, let's say, 15 or 20 rubies a tour, but it can be maybe more, or I get that certain amount of coins, but it can also be more, but not less. But actually, if you are unlucky, you get every day 300 coins. That can happen. That's what I don't like about it. That's why I like the earlier login bonus more, because there we knew what we get. It is interesting that, it's like a pipe. We don't know what we get. It can be anything from bad to 45 rubies, which is great. I personally had 45 rubies 3 times yet on 3 accounts since we have that. So the rates are quite low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 in 1,000 odds or something to pull 45 ruby. It's really, really tiny.
Jeez.
Like I calculated it, and on average, if you get it once a year, you're actually lucky. It's really low odds. I don't personally see any of these things as game changers, but I do understand why the today's challenge pipe won this. We are all having accounts where we're like, pulling pipes pretty regularly. Every tour we're probably pulling something. But a lot of people don't have that. Look at my free-to-play account. Between anniversary and the holiday tour, I did not pull any single pipe once, just as free, 2 singles each pipe, because I was saving rubies, and it's free to play account, so it goes slow. So if somebody only plays free to play and they never get to, a huge part of the game and the fun of the game is pulling on pipes. So now that this is in there and you get to have a little gamble every day, even though, 99% of the time it turns out to be nothing, you still get a little gamble every day, which I can understand why a lot of people appreciate it.
Yeah. I will say, I know we need to move on from this topic, but I wish they changed it up a little. You see the 5 green pipes and a gold and rubies, 5 green pipes, rubies, and then ends with a badge. I mean, couldn't they throw an extra gold pipe in there for anniversary, or like, where's the blue pipe? Is the blue pipe really just trolling us? It's like, I think they could pepper in the gold pipe every now and then for special occasions. And they said they were going to do logins on special occasions, and they haven't. So that's very odd, but whatever. These are all ways in which the game grew in this year, and that's a reason for celebration.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see what the game changer of 2022 is. I think that they are being a little bit more innovative, and they're adapting to change really well. And so I'm excited to see what that'll happen this upcoming year. And so it's nice to reminisce and on this past year. The final category, one that also relies on reminiscing, we have the best community moment of 2021. We have Sammy D's reaction to the Commemorative Tour, Shy Guy Kart reaction to Shy Guy Ninja, Carlos's epic 16-hour stream for the #1 All-Cup ranking player in the game, Studfit dressed as Bowser Santa, losing his bet to Frenzy Fans Kamek art reveal, celebrating his first top 100, Petey Piranha winning the Kart Life new character madness, and Kevin Garrett getting a surprise Silver Star shoot from a freebie during his Paris preview, which was definitely a huge surprise. So, what do you guys think about this list? Was there anything that we left off? We'll start there. And I will say, maybe before we get to that, I do feel bad I couldn't get every content creator. There's a lot. Geez, I was doing some research. There's nearly like 50, 60 content creators out there for the Mario Kart Tour, and so there's so many. I apologize if I was not able to represent you guys on this list. I was able to pull from those who are involved in my Discord and my membership, and try to make sure that they were on this list. But I want to just make sure that everyone knows that there were so many great moments in the community, but I do think that these were some of the top that I think the Discord community and the communities I'm around were familiar with. So, though any substantial ones we left off, though, guys. What do you guys think wins then?
I actually need to say I only remember 2 of those: Sammy's reaction to Carmack Tour and my 16-hour stream, of course, even if that included a couple of shots. I don't know the other moments. I loved Sammy's reaction, but what I also said of my stream, I still get goosebumps when I think about my 16-hour stream, so I needed to vote for myself in that case. But I think Sammy will make the race here.
I like Carlos. I wish I could say I also voted for myself because it was very special to me. Highlight of my YouTube career for sure. But I voted for Carlos as well. I don't know if you guys were there. It was really fun. I think it's cool that my friend won, number one in the world in Mario Kart Tour, and we were all there to watch it. And just the marathon nature of the stream, super fun to watch. We don't get that in depth of a peek into like an ACR run, to watch all of it unfold and see the strategies. And Antilev was in there also, as a coach, going through the data with him and helping him work the upgrades and all that stuff. But yeah, big shout out to everyone mentioned here, like you said. Lots of great community moments.
Certainly lots. Go ahead, Antilev.
I think you need to give an honorable mention and maybe people who are. I voted for Carlos' stream as well, of course, because it was just like totally epic. But when you lost your bet to Frenzy fans, and you had to wear that costume, that was, I think a lot of people will remember that, and it was like doubly painful because like the very next tour, Tuxedo Mario became top 10. So I would say probably out of those are the three I would say people voted for the most.
The Stud fam might have got together and rallied to make sure that won this category. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, we may know because we have the results right here. So the final study for best community moment of 2021 goes to a tie. We have Yes way. Yes way. I am going to pull up the data. You guys see this here? So you guys look at my screen?
Oh my god. How cool is that?
Congrats, Carlos. Should we do a shot together?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's go. Wait, I don't see a camera. No.
Can you guys see my screen, by the way? I know the viewers at home cannot, but can you guys see it?
Yeah.
So we have 28.79% is Sammy's reaction, and
28.37%. 0.42.
3 people.
That's crazy.
200 people voted for Carlos, and 203 voted for Sammy D.
That's my mom and dad and grandma.
Awesome, guys.
The recount.
All right, cheers.
We do have one final category. This is a surprise. But let's here's the data exactly. So the Stud Fit dressed as Santa Bowser was technically third, and Shy Guy Kart reaction to Shy Guy Ninja, and a lot of great results here. But PD Piranha was on there, and maybe Sammy, that might have even hurt you too, because your viewers might have.
I provide multiple of the best moments of the year. What can I say?
But yeah, both 23% or 28% there for you guys. The final category, a Lifetime Achievement Award. I wanted to be able to go through this. No one voted for it. It is just a Sammy, you're the big Oscars fan, right? This is from the panel, from the gala, from the board. What would you describe?
There's often an honorary award every year that is not voted by a body, but given by the administration of the ceremony.
So, and when I say administration, I'm sure you guys can agree with this, but it's just me. But I decided I wanted to give the Lifetime Achievement Award to Tabor for what he does for the community. He does so much. He provides us this data. He used to spend like days doing the data. I think Half Hydra's been helping him get some of his data. But we're just so thankful for Tabor for what he's done for the community. So we wanted to give this Lifetime Achievement Award to Tabor and everything he does for us. So let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, guys.
And for that gift in particular.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, he got his all-cup ranking.
Yeah,
which was hilarious because later he was ripping on people for doing ACR, and then later he and it immediately puffed and made this emoji, and it's like, I'm just gonna rub this in his face.
So what were you guys looking back at all the as we wrap up these final last minutes? What do you guys think was the most shocking, or what was the most memorable category as we review all of these 20 categories?
It was about as expected. I mean, Ninja Tour swept. It was the highlight of the year for everybody, and that was reflected in the votes. And there's a couple of surprises like Luigi Painter and Dark Hop Rod coming in with strong showings. But it was really fun to look back on the year. Thanks for putting it together, Stud.
Thank you guys for joining.
It was amazing. Great work.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of fun. Thanks for having me too.
And I agree. It will be fun to see like a year from now. There will be a whole new lineup of things. That's really exciting too.
It is.
The game continues. Hopefully,
Please, if you haven't already. Yeah, absolutely. Please, if you haven't already, definitely go out there and follow Kartlife and Carlos85. You can see Antilev and I here on this channel, but definitely like or at least like the video. We want to get this out there in front of as many people. It's a lot of fun. And then, as always, thank you to my members who make this possible. So with that being said, thank you for joining us, and may 2022 be the best year yet in Mario Kart Tour. Thank you guys, and good night.
Bye.